Guys, how are you all doing today? Yeah, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, you're most definitely welcome. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you very much for your support, for your love, for your comments, your likes. I see you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping me to grow, this YouTube channel. I'm grateful. I'm humbled. It's only because you guys are supporting me I'm able to come back here, to drop more content here and there. So yeah, you're definitely welcome. You're most definitely welcome. Okay, guys. So let's get right into it. So today I'll be talking about something that is being of great worry to a lot of people, most especially women, ladies. Like a lot of us have issues as regards this particular thing. I'm just about like what is it she wants to say. Today is not relationship talk, not business talk, but it has to do with more of like self-esteem and being confident in your body, your skin. So today I'm going to be talking about, I'll be sharing tips, about 20 tips with us that would help us lose belly fat. You and I lose belly fat, because the truth is I'm actually working on mine as well. Years back, far back as 5-6 years ago, I used to have like a bigger belly because I was fatter. Like I don't even know how to explain, but I was really, really fat, like, chubby and all of that. And the truth is, not everybody actually has the tendency of getting fat. Some people genetically, like, they have that tendency, and some they don't. So for people that we have that tendency of getting fat, it's most likely that we have belly fat as well, if we don't like maintain or try to like watch our weight from time to time. So when I realized that I couldn't put on a lot of my bodycon dresses, I had to like have this second thought of my dress is going to bring out my tummy and all of that. Like, it was kind of reducing my self-esteem, and I didn't have that confidence in my body. I started to like take drastic like measures as regards how I was going to like watch it with, like, I had a particular should I say a weight balance, or a particular weight that I wanted to have, or like that I wanted to weigh by all means. So I started to like work towards keeping fit and maintaining that particular weight, you get. So, and I've been on that for like 2 years now. I've been able to like maintain and manage my weight for like 2 whole years now, and to God be the glory. Because I'm saying to God be the glory because, trust me, losing weight and trying to like lose belly fat is not easy. It's easy to gain that weight, but to lose it is, it takes a lot of effort, consistency, and intentionality. Like, you have to be intentional. Like, you just have to be very intentional. There are a lot of things that you have to like do away with if you really want that banging body. So, but some people always do it for the wrong reasons. Like, you just hit the gym. Why are you hitting the gym? You need to know your why and your how. The other day everybody were like drooling over Kate Henshaw because 50, and she was looking all banging and all of that. But then the fact that she was consistent and intentional, and she knew the reason why she wanted to be that fit at that age, and you get, so she was able to know how and what to do, and to the glory of God, she was able to like achieve or get a result. So, but most people just jump into the gym and they're like, no, I want to just start going to the gym. They don't even know the reason why they are going. They don't know what the intention is. Then on the long run, they just get tired, and that's when they begin to say, this thing, I cannot come and kill myself and all of that. So, but you must have the right reasons. You must know the reasons why you actually want to like lose that weight, lose that belly fat, and maintain a very good weight that's that you'll be very comfortable with. Yeah, that's the word. So I need to drink water. Water is good. Sorry, guys. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I'll be sharing 20 tips, like I said, to help you lose belly fat. So the very first thing on my list is eat plenty. The first thing you want to do is eat plenty of soluble fiber, like legumes, avocados, blackberries. I mean, these are things that we are very familiar with. Avocado is good on the skin, like on the outside and on the inside. So you need to like consume plenty of soluble fiber foods that are rich in fiber basically. So this is one tip that can help you like reduce your belly fat. The number two thing you want to do is avoid food that contains trans fats. So trans fats basically like these are oils that are actually converted into semi-solid oils, and these oils are basically found in processed foods, packaged. All these are fries, burger, small chops, meat pie, and the like. So those are kind of food that contains trans fat. So you need to like avoid them if you can avoid them completely. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat at all, but then you would have days where you eat foods that contain trans fats. You can just reduce maybe once a month or twice a month. I mean, the goal is to actually lose belly fat. So if you really want to lose belly fat, then you must give it all that it takes. Trust me, I am a sweet tooth. Like, I'm a sweet tooth. I say sweet tooth, like sweet tooth. I'm the kind of person that loves sweet things. Like, anything that is sweet goes for me. But then when I realized that, at some point my sugar level, that was like 4 or 5 years that I said I was overweight, my sugar level was on the high side. In fact, I was stopped from eating anything, like the slightest thing that contained sugar. I couldn't eat biscuits, I couldn't eat gala because it was that bad. I mean, and when I started to hear stories of people that had diabetes and how their legs or hands were amputated due to the chronic stage that it has gotten to, it made me humble myself, and I realized that no, baby girl, you still have a long way to go. How old are you? So I had to like reduce my sugar intake drastically. I am a sweet to trust me. I couldn't go a month or a week safe without ice cream, all of these snacks and all of that. But then now I can go a month safe without taking either ice cream or meat pie and the like. So I'm proud of myself for the growth. But then I guess that's why I'm sharing this with somebody. So maybe you've been exercising, but then you are still not like watching what to eat and what not to eat. So the truth is, Yoruba will say, "You want to in Gubonko," and even in English, they'll be like, "Too much of everything is not good." So portion control is very, very important. So for anything you are eating or you are drinking, you need to be able to like have you must eat in the right proportion. That's just the word. You can't eat everything and like just anyhow and expect that your belly fat will go down. So try as much as possible to avoid food that contains trans fats. The number three thing you want to do is don't drink too much of alcohol. So for me, I'm not an alcohol person. I'm not the kind of person that likes alcohol per se. So it's not my thing because like I said, I'm a sweet tooth. So to me, alcohol is not sweet. So I'm not interested. But for some people that, you like alcohol, you love alcohol, you need to try as much as possible to reduce the intake, because the end product of alcohol is sugar on the long run. So and the goal is to reduce your belly fat, and sugar is a major factor that adds to our belly fat. Most people, it's probably after childbirth they would have that belly fat. So because we all know that after childbirth there's always is like certain quantity, should I say quantity now, but there's a level at which your stomach would actually increase, you get, due to the 9 months of carrying the baby and all other stuff, you get. So but then it's good to like have the right proportion of what to eat and what to drink. So when that time, you need to just cut down on your alcohol intake as much as possible, because the goal is to like reduce your belly fat. So the number 4 thing is to eat a high protein diet. Like eat a lot of protein, anything protein, eat a lot of it, you get. So because protein is actually extremely important, like it helps in weight management, and then it also like raises your metabolic rate. So and it helps you retain muscle. So muscle, oh your Jesus, oimbole. Okay, like it helps you retain muscle, exactly. So it's meat, fish, eggs, and the likes. Beans, I'm still confused though, because growing up our teachers taught us that beans is protein, but then as an adult now I'm hearing that beans is actually more of carbohydrate. But any which ways, it's a lot of protein. It would help you lose belly fat. Number 5 is you need to reduce your stress levels. We have a lot of workaholic. Even Lagos itself is stressful. Like, even if your job is not as stressful as, as some people's own, Lagos stress, like Lagos itself is stressful. You living in Lagos is already stressful. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, basically not everybody lives in Lagos, but so if you're the type that you overwork yourself, try and reduce your stress level. So whenever you're overstressed, please take out time to rest. Rest is very, very important. So reduce your stress levels. Number 16 is don't eat a lot of sugary foods. Definitely, like you need to run, like anything that has to do with sugar, you need to like run. If it's possible that you can cut it out completely, please, by all means, do. For me, like I said, it's not like I've stopped taking. There was a time I couldn't take anything sugar at all, when my sugar level was very, very high, and I was scared that it might end up being diabetes because it was really high. It was really bad. I couldn't take anything sugar, not even honey or anything, like nothing. There was no sugar or anything that had sugar in my like food intake at all. It wasn't on it at all. So if you can cut it off completely, good for you. And if you can't, then you need to reduce it. So you should not eat a lot of sugary foods so that your belly fats can be reduced or go completely. Number 7 is do aerobic exercise. It can never be underestimated, because even in as much as we watch your diet, watch what you eat and all of that, exercise like does a lot on the it does a lot on the body. Like, it helps your mental balance, it helps your weight, it makes you feel lighter and all of that. So do aerobic exercise. It goes a long way. It helps in reducing belly fat as well. So number 8 is cut back on carbs, especially refined carbs. We already know, like, there are a lot of refined carbs, all of these processed and packaged foods that we buy from supermarkets, groceries and all of that. You need to like cut down on carbs, especially the refined carbs. So as if you're the type, sorry, I know you can hear the sound of the generator. Actually, we have power supply issues, and they're trying to like sort the gen out so we can actually have power supply. But for the meantime, please bear with me. I'll try as much as possible to be very audible so you can hear what I have to say to you guys. Okay, so I was talking about cutting down your carbs completely, most especially refined carbs. Most of our processed and packaged foods contain refined carbs, so try as much as possible to like avoid or cut down on eating all of these processed foods, because they contain a lot of refined carbs, and this will not be helpful if you really want to lose belly fat. So that's it. Then number 9, you need to like replace some of your cooking oil with coconut oil. Yeah, because the truth is, I remember when I was during service, then I had one of my friends, she's also a nutritionist, and she was cautioning me then that I shouldn't be packing too much, because we Yorubas, anytime we are cooking stew, anything soup, we like plenty of oil. Like the soup, oil should be swimming, or should I say the soup should be swimming inside oil. That's the word. And a lot of Igbo people always like have an issue, because I remember that my flatmates then were other tribes. Like, I was more like the only Yoruba in the army. So whenever I prepare my stew or my soup and they see so much oil, they'll be like, so your soup is very sweet, but you guys Yoruba people like oil. Like, she was always stressing it, like, so that was it. And that my friend that is a nutritionist actually cautioned me then that, do you know that when you're packing too much of oil in your food, like, the end product is actually fat? But I didn't want to listen to her. So until later, I heard from like 2 or 3 other people. And trust me, these tips that I am putting together are from a friend of mine that is also a nutritionist. And then I did like just an internet survey to back it up. I'm not a nutritionist. I didn't study anything that has to do with nutrition. Aside when I was in secondary school, like, the last thing that I did that had to do with nutrition was when I did home economics. Yeah, that's it. So that was the last time I actually had to study about diet. So every other thing that I know now that has to do with good food and everything is what I'm learning from a few friends that actually studied these things, like nutrition proper and then internet survey. So that's it. So you can replace some of your cooking fats with coconut oil, because they don't have as much. They have, I feel like they have fat, but then it's not as much as vegetable and palm oil, because many of these like vegetable and palm oil are also processed, and at the end of the day they still like end up being fat in our body. So try and like replace some of them if you can, and if you can't, just try and reduce. If you are the type that used to like your soup swimming inside oil, try and reduce it. It adds up to your belly fat. Number 10 is you can perform resistance training, more like lifting of weight. So if you have already started like exercising in the gym already, you can actually include lifting of weights to your routine, your daily routine. For me, I can't lift weights. I can do every other exercise, but lifting of weight, I don't think is something I want to do. So, but if you know you actually have the capacity and you can go ahead, please by all means do so. Then number 11 is to try and avoid sugar sweetened beverages. Like by all means, please do avoid it. I have a sweet tooth, trust me, I have a sweet tooth, and when it comes to anything sugar, I've said that earlier, like I love it. So, but then I had to like take that conscious step, or should I say I became intentional about my stomach and how I really wanted to be confident in anything that I wear. So I had to like cut down on taking all of these carbonated drinks, fizzy drinks and all of that. So you can also as much as try stop, cut it out. If you can't do without it, you can just like reduce it. Portion control is very important. Reduce it. You could do once in a week or once in 2 weeks, depending on how you like. You can just start gradually, and then you can actually take your eyes off these drinks. You can replace them with fruit infused water. So you can just like cut different fruits into a bottled water. Like I have mine here. So sometimes I like drink infused water, and sometimes it's just water, because water is just very good for the body, both on the outside and on the inside. Like on the inside, it has its benefits. So yeah, you could replace your sweetened drinks or sweetened beverages with water, infused water. Another thing you want to do is get plenty of rest. Really, though they say like averagely we should at least get 8 hours of sleep every day, at least 8 hours. But it doesn't work for everybody. Some people are workaholics, but no matter how hardworking you are, or no matter how much you like work, try as much as possible to like get enough rest when you can. It's very important, because somehow someday it will tell on you. So getting plenty of sleep or restful sleep actually affects and helps you to actually reduce belly fat. So for me, I've not really like slept for, I don't think I've actually slept for the longest period. I don't think I've actually slept 8 hours like straight for a long time. Like I think it just happens maybe once in a while, maybe once in a month or twice in a month for me, because I'm not the kind of person that sleeps like for really like, even siesta is by 4. So but if you can, by all means, please always make sure that whenever you sleep, you have a restful sleep. Yeah. So number 13 is you could actually get a food tracker. I don't know if it's a food tracker or food monitor. I don't even know what it's called exactly. But some people have it on their phones. Some, it's more like a small, is it machine now, or a wristwatch or something. I don't know how best. I don't know what names, but if you know what I'm talking about, some people actually always have it on their hands whenever they are going jogging. So it tells them how much calories they've been able to burn and how much calories they need to consume, how much, and all of that. And then some people have it on their phone, so it just tells them today this is the number of calories you should consume, this is the number of calories you consumed yesterday, blah blah blah. So it just helps you to like monitor and track what you eat, so you are able to like eat in the right proportion, so you have a good portion control. Because above all of these tips would not work if you don't have a good portion control. Yeah. So number 14 is eat fatty fishes. So yeah, when my friend told me this, that you should eat fatty fishes, I was like, okay, if you're saying we should eat fatty fishes and we're actually trying to burn belly fats, like how does it correlate? And then he made me understand that there's a particular fat that is contained in fatty fishes, which is called omega-3 fats, and this particular fat helps to like fight diseases in the body. Already we know that fish is actually rich in protein, so yeah, protein is actually very good for the body. So but you stress these fatty fishes because they actually contain omega-3 fats, which actually can help you, burn belly fat, and the fact that it also protects us from diseases. So I actually had a tour in a fish market popularly called Chief. I uploaded a video of it last week, so you can actually check. And I heard all manner of names for different fishes that I'd never even heard or imagined all my life. I was only I've only been used to some particular set of fishes, you get. But then I was able to hear of other names, and examples of fishes that contains all of these plenty fat is mackerel and sardine, which I know that a lot of us are actually familiar with. I eat mackerel, I eat sardine, so they contain fat, and there are still more fishes that actually contain these omega-3 fats too. All you just need to do is just you can do your own personal research, or you can just go into the market and ask questions just so you know. Then number 15 is I lost count of the numbers actually, but then we're on number 15. Stop drinking fruit juice. Trust me, I'm guilty. The time that I actually I stopped taking carbonated drinks with the hope that I would start focusing on fruit juice. And I'm a big fan of Chivita. Is it active Chivita now or Chivita active, whichever ways it's called? So I felt okay, juice is better. But then the day I had I was able to check the nutritional value at the back of the pack, I saw that it actually contains additives. Even on the ones they usually write no sugar, it's a lie. There's no sugar in it. They might probably not write sugar, but if you're seeing anything like sucrose, fructose, whatever, toast, just know that the end product is still sugar. And the truth is, all of these fruit juices actually are going to they are being processed, so definitely they have additives in them to probably either preserve them or one way or the other, you get. So just try and avoid them as much as you can. Just do your own fruit blend at home, do your own normal fruit juice blend at home, where you won't be able to add fruits or anything, and it's actually natural, because fruits already are natural, contain natural sugar. Fruits contains natural sugar already, so adding sugar is just you're doing more harm to yourself. So try as much as possible to avoid drinking fruit juices. The packed one. If you make if you make fruit juices in your house, you blend them maybe for smoothies and the likes, that's fine. But I'm talking about the packaged fruit juices, so try and avoid them. Number 16 is adding number 16 tip rather is add apple cider vinegar to your diet. So you could actually just sip it, and you can actually add it to your glass of water, maybe on a daily. When you wake up every morning, it can be the first thing you will drink. Just add a spoon to your glass of water or your bottle water, something like this, and you just drink it. You could do it every day, and you could do thrice in a week. So because I said, so much of everything is not good, so you have to have a portion control. Because an apple cider is, in as much as it's very good, it's I think it's kind of ash, but I don't know if it's on the outside. I'm going to do my findings better, but I think they said it's very harsh on the skin also. I don't know, because it works for skin problems too. So apple cider vinegar can be added to your diet. Number 17 is eat probiotic foods. Eat a lot of foods that contains probiotic bacteria. So these are bacteria that are actually found in some of our foods. You know that the yogurt that you usually drink actually contains a particular bacteria. I can't remember the name right now, but then it actually contains bacteria too. So you can ask for foods maybe in supermarkets or in the markets, or from a nutritionist that can actually guide you better that what kind of foods can you buy. Foods that are rich in probiotic bacteria, so you can actually ask, and then you can eat more of them. This also helps you to lose belly fat. Then you can try number 18. You can try intermittent fasting. This has actually helped me a lot of times. Whenever I feel I want to trim down, I want to lose or shed some weight, I try intermittent fasting, and it has actually done a lot of magic for me over the years. So you could actually try it. Intermittent fasting can be in 2 ways. You could do 24 hours a day no food, and then the next day you eat, and you could do like 16/8, which is 16 hours of the day no food, and then you consume every other food every food you want to eat for that day within 8 hours. Now that doesn't mean you should now go and like eat 8 or 10 times within that 8 hours. Portion control is key, like I said. So whenever you're combining any of these tips together, any of these methods, you need to like have portion control. This is very important. Like portion, just in small portion. Don't overeat. And if you even consume a lot of carbs, you really need to watch it, because it will actually add to your belly fat. Okay, so number 19, drink green tea like as much as you can. They are more like herbs too, and they are made from actually natural plants or herbs, blah blah blah. So yeah, and if you've already started drinking green tea and you are still not losing belly fat, check it. There's something you are not doing. There's something you are still doing that is actually not making you lose that belly fat. So check it. That's why I mentioned portion control is key. So yeah, green tea actually does a lot of magic too, because they act as antioxidants, and antioxidant basically like flushes your system. So yeah, take green tea. Number 20, which is more like the last should I say the last point now? Is it my last point? Yeah, the last point. And this one is me adding it to it, because I actually heard this one like from a lot of people, which is eating your dinner early. Yeah, eating dinner early. Don't eat dinner like 9 p.m, 10 p.m, 11 p.m. You are mulling eba or big bowl of rice and you want to lose belly fat. My sister, normally averagely 3 hours, like our food digests within 3 hours. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah. 3 hours. So, and if your food is digesting within 3 hours and you're eating 10 p.m, and definitely you should be in bed maybe 11, 12 p.m, you find it hard. Like, I don't know, but I feel like you have trouble sleeping rather, because during that period when you're supposed to, your digestion is taking place. So like a lot of magic will still be going on down in your tummy. But if you eat dinner between 6 p.m, 7 p.m latest, your food digests like latest 10 p.m, you have a sound sleep. How do people sleep? You eat eba, you mull eba around 10 11. For me, before, my dinner used to be latest maybe 9 or 8 p.m. So, but then I had to like come down to like 7 p.m, 6 p.m. Before, I used to have this mindset, if I eat 6, 7 p.m, I'll be hungry again later. My sister, my brother, or whoever is watching this video, you just have to be intentional. That's just the word. You have to be intentional and be consistent. And to the glory of Jesus, since I started like eating earlier and I started to do a lot of portion control, I've been able to like drop down. Aside from my size, this top is actually really free on me. I've been able to like maintain a particular stature, and then my tummy has gone down, so I can wear my bodycon dresses without worry or issue of my tummy will pop out or I have to suck belly and all of that. So, and above all, just try and change your lifestyle. If there are some things you're already doing to reduce belly fat and it's still not working, try and change your lifestyle. Try these different tips, like make them these methods, try different options so that you can actually have an effective result. You can't be doing just one thing and then you expect results. And be consistent, be patient, and be intentional. A lot of people want to start something that they will do today and then next week they lose belly fat. No, it doesn't come like that. It's easy to gain fat, but to lose that fat, it takes a whole lot of work. So start now by doing a portion control for everything you eat and drink. Be consistent, be intentional, and be patient. So trust me, if you're able to like combine all of these tips together, within 3 to 6 months you would have the desired result that you want. So if you find this video helpful, useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You could share this video with people that they will be interested. Like I said, I am not a nutritionist. I didn't do nutrition in school. I studied international relations, and then I went on to study etiquetting and reservation. And today I am working as an investment consultant and also an entrepreneur. So these are just tips that I got from my friend who is a nutritionist, and also tips that I got from internet survey, and I thought that I should share with my fellow family people. So thank you for watching this video. See ya when I see ya. Bye bye.